I went up and spoke to him. He was camped out in the woods, and he voiced a lot of opinions about how things were like being done, and didn't really feel like it was the right thing to do. How things were being resolved, but from like the whole meeting, it kind of felt like it kind of felt like he was just incredibly like confused on what the right thing to do was. Like I think he knows what he would prefer to happen, and I told him, right? I told him like, stepping away might not in a lot of people's eyes might not look like the right thing to do. But I do understand it because there's so much fucking happening at the moment. And like, yeah, I think he's just lost. I'm gonna be honest. He's just a little lost at the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. A lot of that conversation was him. He kind of mentioned that he didn't currently like the direction of the gang, like how it was going. And I told him the best thing he can do about that is to voice those concerns to the right person. Um, which whether he does it or not, I don't know. But I think at the moment the best thing for Ved is just I told him to come back, but I think give it a day or so, and he would have thought things through. I just don't think he is like able at the moment to think on his feet at this point. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, making comments like I don't like the direction of the gang, but I guarantee if you went to him and asked him what parts are you not happy with, he wouldn't be
I mean,
able
he
to give
told
you an
me.
answer. What
I mean, he
what
told me that.
what is it?
So he's a lot of it just came down to how specific things were happening at the moment, like what happened to T. Obviously, I told him that none of us agree with it. It happened, and now we have to deal with that. I mean, Sparky didn't even agree with his choice on that. Um, he also thinks that the gold and the money should be given back. Which I said is not this is not the smart thing to do at the moment. I think the thing is, it felt like he wasn't too happy on how the leadership was going, and I questioned him on what he thought about the leaders of the past were like and his opinions on those because he didn't speak up about those when they were in power. But I'm gonna tell you this: you can't just go and tell. Like I know your buddy, you're pretty close with Sparky. I'm gonna
Mm.
tell you this, and it can't just be spouted.
Oh yeah, if you
But he thinks that Sparky doesn't care about the individuals of the gang. But when I asked him this, because I asked him how he thought Batar was doing, and he felt like Batar, cared about the members of the gang.
do you want
Ved feels like
do you want me to
he
be
doesn't care.
honest?
Yeah,
I think Ved knows Sparky's gonna be a lot more brutal, and
yeah, I
change is
agree.
going to happen, and he's aware he might be in that firing line if he
Hmm.
doesn't step up, and I think he's panicking at the moment
Yeah, I agree.
because
I think he is.
because Sparky doesn't have that soft spot for Ved like others do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you're not wrong, honestly, and it's a good way to put it because yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know he ain't thinking straight right now. I mean, just the way he was like, I mean, shit, the way he was fucking dressed, his fucking mannerisms, like the whole lot was just out of whack. He's definitely feeling the pressure at the moment. I feel like,
I'd love to have a
um,
conversation with him because I like a lot of the stuff he's saying and doesn't make sense, and it's a point where he needs to step up. It's either walk away or step up, to be honest.
Yeah.
And at the
I mean,
moment, like, he's fighting back to step up.
yeah. I mean, I put my foot down pretty fucking hard on him in that conversation. I said, like, you gotta fucking come back, otherwise you're about to fuck this. You're gonna give yourself two things you're gonna have to resolve, right? The current shit we're going through with the gang, and then his whole situation himself. This just doesn't look good for him, like the way he's acted.
But
I told him that, and I said that there's a much better way of doing it. Right?
Him saying, like, I'm a step away until this all gets resolved is saying,
Yeah,
I ain't
it's
gonna
kinda
be
like, I
here for
don't
the
wanna
hard
fight
times,
war.
bro. I'll be here for the good
Yeah.
times.
And I told him that. I fucking told him that.
Especially him doing it straight after he was a big factor of the escalation of
What are we doing?
a chain being snatched.
Yeah. I mean, I literally said to him, like, face to face, I was like, because he seemed to think, you know, because T spared him yesterday, right? He was in cuffs. T could have shot him. Yada,
I don't think it's a sparing. I think it's him, T, trying to do mind games and prove a point.
Yeah, no, I agree. And the thing is I said to him, right? Because he thinks that T cares more about the people than Sparky does, right? I think that's kind of like, it seems to be the main motivating factor here, is that he thinks that past leadership cared more about the members than current, right? I don't think I agree with that, but it's, you know, I can't, I'm not in his brain, you know, not in his head.
It's unfair to say that so early on.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I the thing is I said to him, like, a lot's changed recently, and Sparky's the one who's been put in place to pick up the pieces. So he ain't gonna make a lot of decisions sometimes that everyone's gonna agree with, but he's got to make the decisions and go with them. And we have to back it no matter what. Nothing is going to be perfect. And that's kind of like where we have to step in. And it almost felt like he wasn't ready to let go of T. That's kind of how it felt. A lot of it kind of came back to the fact that, you know, T spared him and, you know, all of that. But I told him, I was like, he put you in cuffs. He took you fucking hostage. He took you down to Cassidy fucking trails. He pointed a gun at you, right? And then left you there. You really fucking think he cares?
He's manipulating him.
Exactly. And the thing is, out of everybody, right? Whether it was by chance or whether it was targeted, out of everybody, I think Ved would probably be the easiest one to turn. And that's kind of what I feel like's happening. And I think that's what's made Ved so confused. He doesn't know what to do. I think he's torn.
Yeah. 100%. But the thing, like, as well, fair enough, yeah, his opinion's valid. But if Sparky wasn't in charge, not being funny, there's no one else that could be put in charge.
Yeah.
I
don't think there's anyone that could do it to the level that Sparky can.
Even if they made the right decisions, bro, as much as making the right decisions is important, you have to have your people's backing. There's not many people in this gang, yeah, and I love you all, but, like, there's not many people in this gang that I'd stand there, get told I'm wrong, and listen to. Like, after the whole second in command thing that kicked off and me feeling like Patar lied to me, I couldn't listen to him in a command structure anymore.
Yeah.
And that's just me being straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, I have a lot of respect for him, but, like, when I know I'm right and I'm being told I'm wrong in a command structure, I couldn't do that with Patar again. And it's...
Yeah.
I think...
I completely agree.
I think Ved's panicking at the moment because he knows he's part of that Deadwood category that T said to remove.
Yeah.
And I think he's worried that Sparky's going to act on that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's understandable. It is.
Like, do you mind if I text him or call him and try and...
Yeah, run it.